साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ 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 साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।
Dear devotees, you are about to embark on the greatest journey of your life, a journey to the core of your inner being. Please, all in a low voice, follow the Omkar and let your mind reach a quietude of silence. All together, let us repeat the pranava. Please sit up straight, and in the quietness of your mind, hear the sound of your breathing. Breathe in and out. In, out. Now, open your eyes and see the light in front of you. This is the light of a candle. Gaze intently at the light. Now, feel the light shining in the center of your forehead. Now half close your eyes and feel the light in the center of your forehead. Now, let that light come down your neck to the center of your chest. Imagine a flower, a lotus, opening petal by petal to receive the light. Now the light is resting on the lotus. The lotus disappears, only the light remains. But it is no more the light of the candle. It is a round ball of formless light. It is a light of divinity within you. Feel this light now expand, and feel the light going down your body, into your legs, up to your feet. Feel warmth as the light surges through your limbs. And make this mental vow, O Lord, my legs, touched by the light of your divinity, will always take me only to places of goodness. Feel the light surging upwards, up into your chest, around your shoulders, and down into your arms and fingers. Feel the warmth as this light surges through you. Make this mental vow, O Lord, my arms, touched by the light of your divinity, will only yearn to do what is good. Now feel the light surging upwards into your neck and into your face, into your head, and the light now shines in your eyes. Make a vow. My eyes must yearn to see only what is good. Feel the light now shining in your ears. My ears must yearn to hear only what is good. Feel the light now shining on your lips. My lips must yearn to only speak what is good. Now, feel this light now shining into your whole body. The light illumines the body. In your mind, repeat the words, the light is in me. Now feel the light expand. Expand, and you are now sitting in a ball of light, in a cone of formless light. Let your mind say, the light is within me, I am in the light. Feel a thrill of this light, and now feel this light expanding and filling this entire room with a divine glow. And let this light now go beyond this room, beyond and beyond, spreading ever further to this whole country, and beyond this country, beyond oceans and beyond nations. Let this light flow ever outwards to encompass the whole world. Now, imagine yourself, not your physical body, but an inner being within you, like a gigantic divine form, sitting on the globe, and the light of your divinity, the light of your love, encompassing the whole world. Stay for a moment, thrilled in that thought. Now, bring into your mind's eye and send your light of love to all the creatures of the world, all the animals and insects, creatures that fly or crawl. All of them are God's creatures. Send your light of love now to those whom you dislike or whom you think dislike you. Send your love, send your light of love to them. The same Atma in you is also in them. Let them feel the radiance of your light. Let them feel the radiance of your love. Now, into your mind's eye, bring those you love, your spouse, children, relations, friends, whoever. Bathe them with the divine glow of your love. Feel oneness with the whole world. Feel at peace with yourself. And now, look inside you. Can you imagine? Do you see a ball of light within you? In this ball of light, bring in the form of the Ishtadeva, the divine being that you love and worship. See this form smiling within you. See this divine form raise his hands in blessing. You have shared your love with the world. Now, receive the blessing and darshan of the divine within. Stay for a moment, thrilled in this thought that you and he are one. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Humble pranams at the lotus feet of our Bhagawan, Sri Satya Sai Baba. Jai Sai Ram, brothers and sisters. Ugadi Day will be celebrated on April the 2nd. Ugadi is the new year according to the Hindu lunar calendar and generally is in March or April, marking the first day of the month of Chaitanya. This day is celebrated by cleaning homes, wearing new clothes, decorating homes with mango leaves and coconuts, and offering prayers to the family deity. This particular day, Ugadi, is also the day on which Lord Krishna gave up his mortal body. This day is celebrated with fervour in South India, especially Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, and also in Maharashtra. What is it that we have to do on this day of Ugadi? A few excerpts from a divine discourse given in 2002. Starting today, we must make efforts to purify our hearts. Past is past. It will not come back. We have seen the path that we have walked on. Now we should look at the path before us. What is the point in looking behind? Future is not sure, so that is not the truth for us. Even that will pass on in a moment. What is the guarantee that we will be alive until tomorrow? So do not worry or think about your future. Do not muse about the past. Live in the present. Present is the important thing. It is not ordinary present, it is omnipresent. So when you sanctify the present, the past and the future shall be sanctified automatically. Right from this day, from this moment, start giving up your bad feelings, thoughts and habits. Thereby make your heart sacred. Only then will your life be blissful. This is the true significance of celebrating Ugadi. If the feelings are sacred, the result is bound to be sacred. When you undertake any task with a sacred heart, you will instantly get sacred results. You do not have to look for anybody as proof of this statement. I myself am the proof for this. Being Sai devotees, you should, at least to an extent, give up selfishness, embrace selflessness, and lead your lives immersed in the principle of love. Give up criticizing others. Give up hatred towards others. Develop love towards everyone. Help the poor and needy to the extent possible. Help ever, hurt never. Sai Ram.
जो सुमुखस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणाम् ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजनीवती दीनामभित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतो तैषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः या तैषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूवते धनुः शिवा सरव्या या तव तया नो रुद्रमृणया या ते रुद्र शिवा तनोरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकृषीः या विशुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्षस्तवे शिवां गिरिक्रतां कुरु माहिगुं श्रीपुरुषं जगत शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशा च वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगत यक्ष्मगुं सुमनासत अद्य भोजयति भक्ता प्रथमो देयोऽभिषक अयिगुश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिता सहस्रशो वैश्वागुम्भेन ईमहे असौ यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशं न दृशं न दहार्यः उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयाति नः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीदुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वा नोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुपयोराग्नियोर्जाम् याश्च ते हस्तरिषवपराता भगवोवपा अवदत्य धनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु दे निशीर्य शल्यानामुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यं धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आहुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्विदृष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तया स्वान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अतो य इषुधिस्तवाने अस्मन्निदेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
नमामि नित्यं गणनाथं स्मरामि नित्यं गजवदनं
नमामि नित्यं गणनाथं स्मरामि नित्यं गजवदनं
नमामि नित्यं गणनाथं स्मरामि नित्यं गजवदनं
श्याम 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 जय जय साई गोपाला घन श्याम 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 जय जय साई गोपाला गोविंदा माधवा गोपाला गिरिधारी गिरिधारी जय राधे गोपाला गिरिधारी गिरिधारी जय राधे गोपाला श्याम 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 जय जय साई 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 गोपाला गोविंदा माधवा गोपाला केशवा
वीणावादिनी सरस्वती माँ वीणावादिनी सरस्वती वीणावादिनी सरस्वती वीणावादिनी सरस्वती जय जगदम्बे जननी माँ जय जगदम्बे
आत्मलिंगं भजो रे अति अद्भुतलिंगं भजो रे आत्मलिंगं भजो रे अति अद्भुतलिंगं भजो रे आत्मलिंगं भजो रे अति अद्भुतलिंगं भजो रे ईश्वरलिंगं 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 भजो रे आत्मलिंगं भजो रे अति अद्भुतलिंगं भजो रे आत्मलिंगं भजो रे अति अद्भुतलिंगं भजो रे नागलिंगं नवमणिलिंगं नागलिंगं नवमणिलिंगं नाभिकमला उद्भवलिंगं नाभिकमला उद्भवलिंगं ईश्वरलिंगं भजो Atmalingam bhajare Ade Adbhutalingam bhajare.
Sai Ram Bolo Govind Ram Bolo Sai Ram Bolo Govind Ram Bolo Sai Ram Bolo Sai Ram Bolo Govind Ram Bolo Mahadev Bolo Jai Panduranga Bolo Mahadev Bolo गौरीनाथाय विश्वनाथाय गौरीनाथाय विश्वनाथाय साईनाथाय नमः शिवाय भस्मविभूषित भवानि शङ्कर
भस्मविभूषित भवानि शङ्कर
भस्मविभूषित भवानि शङ्कर
भस्मविभूषित भवानि शङ्कर आशा भोला शङ्कर आशा भोला
हर हर शङ्कर साम शिवा
हर हर शङ्कर नाम शिवा
हर हर शङ्कर साम शिवा
हर हर शङ्कर नाम शिवा
हर हर शङ्कर साई 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 शिवा
भस्मविभूषित भवानि शङ्कर
भस्मविभूषित भवानि शङ्कर
भोला शङ्कर
आशा भोला
हर हर शङ्कर साम शिवा
हर हर शङ्कर साम शिवा
हर हर शङ्कर साई 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 शिवा
शिवाय शिवाय नमो
शिवाय शिवाय नमः
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
शिवाय नमो
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो
भस्मविभूषित भवानि शङ्कर
अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर
अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर
अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु
अल्लाहु
अकबर
अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर
देश पिता प्रभु अल्लाहु अकबर तेरी साई सत्य
प्रभु अल्लाहु अकबर साई साई
देश पिता प्रभु अल्लाहु अकबर तेरी साई सत्य
पिता प्रभु अल्लाहु अकबर तेरी साई नानक भी तुम हो महावीर तुम हो देश पिता प्रभु तुम हो साई अल्लाहु अकबर तुम हो साई अल्लाहु अकबर तुम हो
अल्लाहु अकबर अल्लाहु अकबर
पुरुषोत्तम गुरु तू चित्रबोध तू संत विनायक सविता कारक तू सविता कारक तू ब्रह्ममध्य शक्ति विश्व पिता प्रभु तू ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना समरक्षक भक्त जना समरक्षक हरि महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशि वदना सर्वाकारकते स्वामी सर्वाकारकते आशित बल बल दीना आशित बल बल दीना
स्वामीना दिव्य चरण कमल में मारा कोटि कोटि प्रणाम सबने मारा जय साई राम। I'm going to read a poem titled The War Within. The War Within. I've mentioned Ukraine simply because Ukraine is part of the world. And at the same time, when we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, world is our family, hence the war within. Then there is another war we fight amongst ourselves, in ourselves, and that is to control the desires. And it's not easy, but we do it anyway. And hence the another word, war within. So this is how it goes. Disagreement causes argument. When argument tops the scale, floodgates of unforeseen scenario surfaces. Call it what you may. The result is destruction. Ukraine, sandwiched between superpowers, bore the brunt of an ideological warfare. Where can it go? No way out, except to fight till its last breath. An exodus has begun. The people are fleeing, leaving their motherland helpless. War? What causes it? An ego or desire? We too are engulfed by the enemies. Hence the ceiling on desire. Controlling one's senses in daily life to avoid destruction. Spread the message to entire cosmos. An eternal peace is not far away. Jai Sai Ram.
I offer my loving and humble pranams at the beautiful lotus feet of our beloved Swami. Jai Sai Ram Sai family.
Yes,
Nice to see you all. First of all, a big thank you to Rupert for his message for Ugadi. Good lesson. Live divine now and sacred life now, and the future will be sacred. And thank you, Bhagawan. So, announcements for Thursday, 31st of March, last day of the month. Scary, isn't it? Thank you to everyone who helped last Friday in sorting all the food items out, for packing in the boxes and helping to deliver to the Ukrainian community. It was like a beehive upstairs, and it was even madder in the community centre. There was just so much busyness going on. There was so much food and so many people helping. It was very inspiring, and they need all the help they can get. So we're going to continue to support this Seva. Our brothers and sisters, as Bhagawan said, they're having a really hard time and they're in need of food and supplies. So our next delivery is going to be on the 8th of April. So we're not going to pack the boxes up quite so tightly this time. We wrapped them all up and then they had to unwrap them at the other end because they had to obviously check the customs, and that will go through them. So, but yeah, if you would like to help, please do see Rupert, Pauvi, any of the coordinators here, and we'll sort something out. Next on the list, study circle, part 2 of the ego. The last one was really good, and it did go over a bit because we're all having such a good discussion. So part 2 is it this Friday? Tomorrow. Going home. If you'd like to join in, please see any of the coordinators and they'll give you the Zoom details. And come and join us because it's going to be good. Then on Monday the 4th of April, there's going to be a committee meeting. And if any of you would like to get involved in the activities, see how the centres run, share some ideas even, please contact again the coordinators, and we have another Zoom meeting, so do join in. And while we're on the note of helping, the centre needs help. We're a family, right? Yeah? This is our extended home. No?
Yes.
Okay. So, if you have a family cooking at home, someone will set the table, someone will do the cooking, and then someone will wash up, someone will dry up, someone will put away. Does one person do the whole lot? Yeah, right. Bet someone does. So, and it's the same here. We need help. Mayank, who always sits very quietly at the back, pretending he's not here, he comes in and he gets everything out of the cupboards. He's an absolute star. He puts everything out for us. And it's a lot of work for one person. So if you can come down a bit earlier, it would be a real help for him, for us, and it means everything gets put out. Because we take it for granted that when we come here, all the seats are out, the mats are out, the altar's done, you know, and it'd be really nice if we had more help. So, and if you would like to help at the beginning, please see Palvi, and because she'd like to sort out some kind of rota. And then at the end, we need some help taking down as well. And it's not just piling the chairs up. We have to take everything back upstairs. It has to be put away. It needs to be put in the cupboards neatly and safely, ready for the next week. And there is a habit of people just standing chatting. I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other, and it is lovely to see you all, but when we've had such amazing vibrations in the room, and it does take the roof off. I don't know about you, but I really feel how fabulous it is. And Swami has said, if you talk afterwards, he takes it all back. And that's a terrible, terrible waste. So we need to be in silence when we're clearing away. And another humble request, meditation. Some of us love it and some are not so keen. So if you're not so keen, would you kindly just, if you don't want to come in, stay outside. If you do come in, sit quietly and just let those of us who want to have a one-to-one with Swami, because that's what it is. It's a one-to-one, so it's a very privileged time to spend with him, and no sort of walking about, chatting and closing doors and opening doors and all the rest of it, because it does disturb those who are in the zone. If that's all right with you. Have I covered everything? Yeah. So, lovely brothers and sisters, have a fabulous weekend.
Sorry, next week is football match, so...
We love football, don't we? Football next week, that means there's not a lot of parking. So if you're coming down, come a bit early, because you will struggle to find spots to put the car. Okay, so we've all been warned. And finally, thank you, Swami, for such a fabulous Bhajans. Jai Saram.
holy and supreme is Baba's devotee. Pouring forth his sacred strength inside of devotee. So spacious is his mind in transfiguration. Baba's devotee is our protection. Paramam Pavitram Baba devotee. Paramam Vichitram Leela devotee. Paramatma Moksha Pradhanam Baba devotee. Idavashrayami.
समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु।